Hey, Ashley Wright here, and I help online experts, entrepreneurs basically grow their personal brand with short form video on platforms such as TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. So in this video, I'm going to basically just touch on how to get your first 1,000 followers on TikTok within the next 14 days. Because TikTok is the platform, like say, in terms of like out of the top three, because right now the reach is great in terms of you can obviously reach an audience quite easily. But the thing is with TikTok, basically I'm going to touch on is that you need to be getting them 1,000 followers straight away, because the reason for this is if you use a personal account, which I highly recommend, and let me break this down. So by using a personal account, it means you are able to obviously have a few more features in terms of being able to use different music in terms of like trending music, all that kind of stuff. You don't have to use commercial, but at the same time, if you are having a personal account, you won't be able to put a link or a URL basically in your bio until you reach 1,000 followers, and that's quite key. Because even though we're growing the personal brand, we still want to have like a call to action or a place where people can find out more about in terms of what you do, which can obviously be that link, which will then link out to your website, your Calendly link and stuff like that. So we need to basically get you to 1,000 followers as quick as possible, and you can do that within 14 days if you kind of follow the steps that I'm going to go through. So realistically, I call this the SAC approach basically, because it's basically you have to be smart, you have to be aggressive, you have to be consistent, and you have to be controversial. These are the ways in terms of how you're going to get to 1,000 followers and beyond. Don't get me wrong, you're not just going to get 1,000 and stop. This is how you get to 1,000 followers and beyond within the next 14 days. And to begin with, what I mean by smart is, smart means you don't need to be reinventing the wheel from the beginning. You basically want to be seeing what's working in the platform right now in terms of videos that are getting the most views, which are getting the most social engagement, all that kind of stuff. And you want to go and see what that video is and the reasons why it works, break it down, and then go and repurpose that kind of content. And a lot of people always say to me, and I hear this a lot in terms of like, oh, I don't want to copy other people's content. The fact is you're not copying, because I always say in terms of this, if you look at like news articles, this is kind of my analogy of it. This example here, it's the same story about Elon Musk talking about his full self-driving features are going to rise. Okay, it's the exact same story from Bloomberg and MarketWatch. Same story, but they've obviously done it differently. They've two different writers have written it, and it's a different article. Okay, so you're not copying because you are taking something that works or something that is knowledgeable in terms of like this here, and you're basically repackaging and putting your own spin onto it. So that's why you have to be smart on the platform. So when you're starting your first piece of content, it's great. Yes, I understand you might put your own spin on it. You might want to talk about your everything that you want to, that you want to basically start to push your content out in terms of the actual for the platform. But to begin with, you have to just do what's right for the platform. If you know these videos are done well, go and do the same, because that means the algorithm already knows the videos work well. You'll get more reach, you'll get more people seeing your videos, which then will lead to obviously more people going to follow you. Okay, so you have to be smart in that instance there. And then with that, you also want to have, so still same structure as the video. They're going to probably have a reason why they work, because they're going to have a hook, a middle, a bridge, and a call to action. So you want all your videos to have a call to action in terms of, to begin with, follow for more, whether you're, I always use Facebook ads, follow for more Facebook ad tips, or follow for more YouTube tips, or follow for more fitness tips. Anything like that, you want to say follow. You want to give that call to action, because right now you don't want to get them to do anything else. You don't want to be bothered about them saving, you're not bothered about them commenting. Your aim is to get them to follow. Okay, so that's what I mean by being smart. And then what I mean by aggressive means you need to be, it's all about content. Okay, so the first kind of period, you're starting from zero, especially, you need to be aggressive on the account, on the actual platform. And what I mean by this is you need to be posting quite a lot. So yes, you can post one post a day, or you can maybe post one post every 3 days. But you think about that, if you're going to do that and you want to get to 1,000 followers in 14 days, that's not going to happen. Okay, so realistically, if you can be posting 3 pieces of content per day, okay, so that's quite a lot of content, as you can imagine, but that's kind of how you need to kind of do it to begin with. Because I think that's about 112 pieces of content you'd have to do in a 14-day period, which is doable. Okay, don't get me wrong, you can do this. So it's all about being smart, being aggressive, and it's all about data. And they always say quality and quantity is the main thing. The more videos you get out there, the more chances people are going to see you, the more chances people are going to start to follow you. There's no other way about it really, because the fact is you could have 100 odd videos, A lot of them might not get much views, but that one video might be the one that gets you that majority of your followers, but you won't know until you start to put out more pieces of content. And you can still do that over a longer period of time than 100, let's say 100 pieces of content, but the longer you do it, the longer it's going to take to get them followers, and the longer you're going to start to see results on the platform. And like, there's two ways of doing TikTok. You can either obviously do it and you know the long term of it in terms of like it's going to take time, but if you want to be aggressive, you want to start seeing results, you have to do this in terms to get to that 1,000 followers, okay? And then with the aggressive, consistency kind of ties into it as well, because if you are consistent in terms of like daily, you're posting 3 posts a day, that's what's going to get to where you want to be. You can't really post 1 post on like Monday, then maybe 2 posts on Wednesday, then nothing again, then maybe 1 post on Sunday. You need to be consistent with your posting, same time in terms of when you're posting, the same quantity, and kind of get that rhythm going. The rhythm you get, and I do think personally that TikTok kind of sees that. If you are posting more, you've got more stuff on your actual profile, they're going to you keep more people on the platform, okay? So if you've got more posts, if someone watches one of your posts, one of your videos, then go over to your profile, watches more videos, you're keeping users on the platform. So you want to keep it consistent because you want to have new content on there, not just for your new viewers, but obviously people who are going to be then going from your actual, from their For You page over to actually seeing what else you have to offer, basically. And then finally, this is the last ingredient to kind of make it all work. Being controversial, okay? Any video on the platform that's controversial will get views, okay? And like I say, views, we're trying to turn the views into followers right now. That's the main thing. So if you can be controversial, and you might not be able to, you might not want to be, and this might be not in your nature. So I'm not saying you have to be like complete like Andrew Tate controversial, but if you can maybe spin stuff like, and I always give this as an easy example. So say if you are a Facebook marketer, okay, or you run Facebook ads, some of your videos could be about, oh, Facebook ads doesn't work, okay? That could be how you kind of spin that. So you say Facebook ads doesn't work but then you can go into obviously spinning it around and saying it doesn't work if you're got a low budget or something like that. So you are controversial because you're saying it doesn't work in terms of your hook, but then you're kind of spinning it around. So that's kind of an idea how you kind of utilize it. But then there's other ways you can do it as well in terms of being controversial. You can be like extreme. There's like probably a scale of extreme to kind of not controversial. And depending on how you are in terms of like putting content out there and obviously just starting on the platform, find where it fits for you, okay? Because some people might obviously want more controversial or less. It's totally true. The more controversial you are, you will get more views, and you will obviously get more people following and liking. Like in terms of some of the clients we've got now, we're doing some very controversial stuff, but they are getting a lot of views on it because that's what people want to watch, okay? So I'm not saying you need to be controversial, you got to get banned off the platforms, but you want to have an element, that controversial element to your video, and that will make it work, okay? So follow the SAC approach, be smart, be aggressive, be consistent, be controversial. That will get you to your 1,000 followers, so then you can add the link in your bio, okay? So that's the first kind of step. So all good to go. Again, depending on how much quantity you can put out there, go ahead and do that. But like I say, if you do need help with this, like I say, us at SwipeX, we run this, we do this for all our clients. We save our clients on average about 40 hours per week because we basically do everything from the actual idea to the actual content, the scripting. You go away and record it, then we edit it and post it and distribute it across TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels as well. So we do all that heavy lifting for you, which saves you 40 hours. It's going to get you 7,000 followers a lot quicker, and we're going to help you build your personal brand. So if you want any more information, drop us a message, and look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.